Hi everybody, Dr. Bill Crawford here, psychologist, speaker, author of 7 books, host of 2 PBS specials. Here again to bring you another tip on how to help you create the life you want. Today I'm on the campus of Texas State University. This is where my son Nick is getting his BFA in acting. We're up here celebrating his birthday, so I thought I would take this opportunity to kind of use this beautiful setting to talk about a subject that I've really been wanting to address for quite some time. The title of this week's video is The Second Greatest Gift We Can Give Our Kids. And the subtitle is, And the Gift Some Kids Never Get. Now, of course, the first greatest gift we can give our kids is to love them. Kids don't know they're lovable until they're loved. They don't know they're valuable until they're valued. And so one of the things that we as parents, as teachers, and as people who engage kids want to make sure we're doing is let kids know that we love them, we really care for them. Most parents are pretty good at that because obviously most parents love their kids. However, the second greatest gift that I think a lot of kids never get is a sense that we have total confidence in who they are and how their life is going to turn out. Now, a lot of parents will say, well, of course I have confidence in my kids. I brag to other people about them all the time. Well, yeah, but do we express that confidence to them? See, I think there's a couple of things that parents do. I'm a parent, I did this myself. We give advice. We want to make sure that our kids know what to do and don't kind of fall into the same traps we fell into, so we give them advice and we help them. We love to help them because we love to be important in their lives. And this works really well when they're young. They kind of need that advice and they need our help. But as they get into that preteen, teen, and certainly young adult stage, have you noticed that our advice is not exactly always welcome? Mom, Dad, I know. And here's the problem. See, when we give our kids advice in that age group, what they hear is, I have no confidence that you know this. And this is a time where they're trying to have confidence in themselves. They know that the time between childhood and adulthood is the time to become confident in who they are, to establish their own independence, and they're trying so hard to do that. And yet sometimes for us parents, we resist that. We don't want them to be too independent. We're afraid they might get hurt or do something crazy. And frankly, we love being a part of their life. We love helping. We love doing things for them. But here's the problem. When we give our kids advice and when it comes across as we have no confidence that they know this, and by the way, that can happen whether we're thinking that or not. Because again, a teenager is really struggling with, am I enough? Do I know enough? Can I take care of myself? Can I be independent? Because they know that is going to be a criteria for success. So when we say, hey, you're listening, you really need to do that, and have you thought about this, and make sure you do that, and that comes across as we have no confidence. So what we want to do instead in that area is to make sure we are letting them know, I am so proud of you. I've recognized how hard you work. I've recognized that when you put your mind to something, you get it, and that's going to serve you so well as you go along in life. See, that kind, boy, that just makes them feel so wonderful because that's something they can hang on to. Now, noticing I'm complimenting their effort, not their intelligence, not their looks, because frankly, they don't have anything to do with their intelligence and their looks, but their effort and their ability to make their life meaningful is something they can do. Now, let's look at this tendency to want to help them. We as parents, we love to help our kids because we feel like it makes us a part of their life, And sometimes when they no longer need our help, that's when we as parents get a little freaky about that, right? Okay, well, who am I if I'm not your mom or your dad? Who am I if I'm not your helper? And yet, when kids get into that transition time in their life, say preteen and teenager, certainly young adult, that's the time that they need to move away from our help. And if we want them to become the confident, independent adults we want them to be, we've got to be willing to let them do the things they can do for themselves. Now, this doesn't mean that we never help our kids. It just means that we don't kind of are always going around doing for them, because number one, it implies we don't have confidence that they can do it, and number two, they don't often learn how to do it. So I think that second greatest gift that we want to give our kids is to recognize these are wonderful people. These are people who are intelligent and can put their mind to something and make it happen. They need to hear that from us. We need to start transitioning our role as parents from that kind of guidance, helper person to this supporter person. because what we want is an adult-to-adult relationship with them for the rest of their lives. That won't happen until we let them become an adult, until we see them as an adult. One of the things I talk about in my How to Get Kids to Do What You Want book, is that there's certain boundaries that we need to put around our kids, and when they're real little, those boundaries needs to be really thick and really protective. But as they grow, certainly as they get into teenage years, those boundaries need to become very porous. Those ability to see them as adults and confident, competent adults is going to be so important, not just to us and not just to that relationship, but especially to them. So if you want to give your kids the greatest gift they can give, obviously love them, let them know. If you want to give them that second greatest gift, let them know how much confidence you have in their life and their ability to create the life they want. I'm hoping you're finding these videos fun. I'm enjoying bringing them to you. If you do, please hit the like button, share them with your friends. One of the things I love to do is come now and talk to parents and talk to college kids, even high school kids, about how to bring that confidence to life. So if you want me to come do that with your school, your organization, all you got to do is go to my website, billcrawfordphd.com, hit the contact button, let me know what you're interested in. Love to talk with you about that. In the meantime, here's to you bringing more clarity, confidence, creativity into everything you do and engaging your kids in a way that they know that you have confidence in them. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.